Hi, welcome to Zenagallery. My name is Zena, and I'm going to provide an energy reading for today. So let's see what I have. So the first message I have is make sure that you're focusing when you are a little bit in your solitude, just away from the world, away from like extra activities outside of yourself, music, TV, social events, work. Make sure you are balancing your gratitude, the things that you're happy for, the things that you're grateful for. Make sure you're resting. Make sure you're really taking that time to be still and be at peace, okay? And that doesn't necessarily have to mean like you have to put yourself in solitude, but just make sure when you're getting those opportunities to be in your solitude or creating solitude, you are really taking in that time to have that peace and be still. Because there is a lot of energy and it's focusing on our spiritual transformation, our spiritual development, our spiritual growth, okay? Even if we as a whole, as the world, we don't want to focus on transformation. Transformation is being forced onto us, okay? And that is in spirituality and human behavior and in cycles. The more you focus in when you're getting that little opportunities to have peace and being still, the transformation will be a little bit easier when it comes to transforming. And you won't be repeating a cycle, especially if the cycle isn't beneficial to you. So you don't want to be repeating a cycle, which is good, okay? You want to, be learning new things. When it comes to any connections, make sure there is reciprocation. That's an equal give and take, and the reciprocation that when it comes to any connections, and that could be work, family, friends, strangers, make sure that it is sweet and kind and considerate. And if it isn't, don't take it personal, but just don't spend too much time in that energy. When it comes to any type of things, things that you hold close in your mind and in your heart, or just possibly, like let's say for instance, like a diary or a journal or secrets, just know that as long as you're giving it to God, and that is a connection and a, a diary and a bubble of protection you have there. Okay, so if there's something that you're holding within inside yourself or something that you don't want to share, do know that it is okay to have it protected when it comes to basically God holding on to, our either relationship with Him or things that we feel we need to take to Him, and things that, that doesn't need to be exposed into the world or relationships or anywhere outside of you and the relationship when it comes to God. All right, let's keep going. Um, when it comes to, all right, so when it comes to any type of fierceness, so fierceness is feisty, aggressive. Make sure you're not using that energy when it comes to any type of leadership. Okay, so leadership skills could be like, say if work, family, friends, make sure you're not being aggressive towards others. You can be assertive if you have to be in a leadership position, as if you were like a manager or something. Just make sure you're not coming off aggressive and really rude when it comes to any type of leadership that has to be done or you're trying to create, okay? um Focus on your health, your hygiene, taking care of yourself, and your willpower. So, by focusing on those two important qualities about self, which is hygiene, health, and your determination and your free will, then automatically you will gain self confidence, and you will also gain the respect that you're looking for when it comes to um, basically positive respect interactions. Okay, so you'll get a little bit of respect and loyalty there, because others won't approach you with disrespect. So a little saying there is kind of like how you carry yourself. It gives an opportunity for others to treat you to that certain standard. Now if they're not doing that, then that's a whole different story. Okay, so just make sure taking care of yourself, looking presentable, taking care of your health, the way you speak to others. Um, Even if you don't get that in return, then it sets a certain standard, and people will automatically look up to that, especially if they are admiring you to a certain extent, where it's kind of like, this person, I would like to lead like how this person leads, basically. So just make sure you're focusing on your health, your respect, and your interactions not being so basically aggressive or mean. When it comes to learning, continue to keep learning and releasing anything that is um, not working for your happiness and your equality, and anything that's just not equal when it comes to the world or creation or life. We got good and bad in this creation, in the world. So make sure that you are learning about, uh, your own happiness, and you're incorporating equality within yourself, so that you're able to deal with basically the world, good and bad. All right, let's see what else. Yeah, so it leads into authenticity. So like just being authentic with yourself, being authentic with your soul, being kind to yourself and to others. That would be basically, when it comes to authenticity, your soul and kindness, that's like our own responsibility. So it will be your inner responsibility. We can't speak for others outside of ourselves, but that would at least put you, by keeping that responsibility of your learning and your authenticity and your soul and being kind, despite you may not get that in return. It'll keep you grounded. This doesn't apply to like if somebody's just being straight disrespectful. Two wrongs don't make it right, but by holding yourself to a certain standard, then it gives you a little bit of groundness, so that you can make the proper decision, basically. Because right now the energy is transformation. Everybody's transforming. Some people are still learning. Some people have learned. Some people are going to continue to learn. Life is about learning. So in order to manifest this prosperity, then yeah, you want to be making sure that you're grounded, and that you're reliable. And reliability comes when you can rely on yourself. The more you can rely on yourself, then you will be interacting in newer opportunities. You will see opportunities, so that you'll come across possibly more reliability when you are trying to bring in prosperity and manifesting. So don't focus so much on working outside of yourself. And I mean that as in, okay, of course you gotta go get up every day to go to work, or you're working on some stuff, but don't put so much energy into work, 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 work. The more you put more energy into your stability, when it comes to being reliable, holding yourself accountable, grounding yourself, your soul, being authentic with yourself, learning more about yourself, and trying to bring happiness in for yourself, it'll automatically bring in stability. Okay. Um, and if this message that I'm getting for someone, possibly, in order to do that, sometimes you can't focus so much on everything that is going around you, okay, going on around you. You have to observe, you have to be in observation. And so, observation of everything outside of yourself, your environment, the things, the observation basically about yourself. What are you doing, so that you can create peace, not focusing on work, okay? um, and not focusing on possibly um, your your purpose. So sometimes when people are so focused so much on their purpose, that it distracts them from the purpose within self, so that in order to be successful in a purpose, the more you've worked on the ground foundation within self, then you're able to start doing the work and start focusing on your purpose. So the message I'm getting here, uh this could be someone still in self-development, so don't rush the process. It's great that you're in self-development. That's great, because it gives you opportunity to continue to keep learning. It gives you opportunity to be in observation, and then it creates more peace for yourself. So when you are starting to merge into work and purpose, and you know or maybe you want to work to serve a purpose, then you'll be coming from a place of peace and truth, because you have truth, peace and truth within yourself. And those are the grounds for working and serving work and in purpose. So that's just basically what I'm getting. This one was a little bit back and forth, but that's good, because this lets you know that when we go back and forth, we're still learning, and we need to be open for observation so that we can get to a point where we can serve in a better mindset and health wise, and work and our purpose, right? So that's the message I have for today. Let me see if there's one more. 11 minutes. Yeah, so this could be basically, right now may not be a time for some or whoever this may apply to shine this light because you want to work or serve a purpose. Now, don't get me wrong, this is whoever's ready for whatever they feel. This is their life. I'm not, trying to mess up the message here. What I'm saying is, the more you're coming from joy and love, then automatically the light will shine. Your purpose will shine, your work will shine, when you're coming from joy and love within self, and in health, and in mental health, and in spiritual development, and truth. Okay, then automatically you won't have to focus on either being noticed, or the light shining so bright, or maybe you know bringing on what is exactly that you may think you want, instead of just being authentic with yourself. And then you will draw in the appropriate either people or crowd, or maybe this is a person, man or woman, that is supposed to be in the line of service. So in order to be service to others, being authentic, learning, observation, coming from a place of joy and love and truth, you will automatically will be able to move forward to the next couple stages when it comes to work and purpose, as long as you're coming from these places. All right, and then the last message, and then we'll be finished. So the message here I have is, stay cool. Okay, you may feel this energy that is possibly coming in, that is may be impatient, may feel like, okay, let me get started on something, what I need to do. Yeah, as long as you continue to turn it inward and staying cool, then eventually you'll be ready for what it is that you're trying to basically shine your light on. All right, so my name is Zena. Thank you for watching Zenagallery, and have a beautiful afternoon. Bye bye.